Scattered, closing the gap. Good people, now this is your time to see beyond what you have been fed. Now here, beneath the tinting noise, touch that you've been denied. Behold the truth as the veil is torn to close the gap of that which was scattered. Scattered, closing the gap.
Eddy Kenzo, renames Eddy Samusoza, is a very popular African superstar, born in Masaka, Nyendo Senyange Division. One of the key highlights of Uganda's music industry in the past 25 years or so is Eddy Kenzo. Don't get me wrong, Eddy Kenzo is not the most talented Ugandan artist that has ever lived. Again, he's not the best musician Uganda has ever had. Uganda has had so many great musicians. Everyone has their opinion of who has been the greatest. But if you ask me, I will tell you Herman Basude was and is still Uganda's best musician. But again, musicians like Eddie Wamala, Philip Bongole Rutaya, Principal Job Kafero, Afrigo Band, the New Eagles, Golden Band, Bobby Wine, Bebe Cool, Chameleon, Reddy and Weasel, Irene Nambiru, Juliana Kanyomos, among others, are all great artists. Having said that, however, I can tell you for free, and you can use this fact to get a loan from a bank, better still from a loan shark. Eddy Kenzo is Uganda's most marketable artist outside Uganda. What I mean is, outside the borders of Uganda, away from Uganda, in the last 3 years, Eddy Kenzo has been the most marketable artist. By being marketable, Eddy Kenzo has sold out. He has had so many views. He has won so many international awards. He has made himself a name outside Uganda. If you go to West Africa, for example, in French-speaking West African countries, Eddy Kenzo is one of the biggest artists. If you move to the south and you go to countries like Malawi or Zambia, again, Eddy Kenzo is one of the biggest artists there. Some time ago, someone was in Zambia, and almost in all the nightclubs we went to, one of the most popular songs that was being played was Maria Rosa by Eddy Kenzo. Now that tells you so much about him. Maria Rosa was listed in Uganda as an average song, as a not good enough song. But in other countries, it was top in the charts. The past 3 years, for instance, in Uganda, Shiba Kalungi and David Lutalo have been the biggest artists locally. But if you move outside Uganda, the last 3 years, I've had Eddy Kenzo as Uganda's #1. Again, like they always say, numbers don't lie. You never go wrong with figures. I'll give you a snippet of what makes Eddy Kenzo much better than everyone. On YouTube alone, Eddy Kenzo has over 130 million views. 130 million views. Now, if you compare to the rest of Ugandans, the only one who comes closer is comedian Annie Kansimi, who has around 120 million views. The rest are below 50. Now, that alone tells you so much about who Eddy Kenzo is. Of course, if you compare him with someone like Diamond Platinum, you learn that Platinum's has about 300 million views on YouTube. Eddy Kenzo has 130. So you will say the difference is very big if you compare him with Diamond Platinum's on YouTube. But in the same spirit, if you compare Eddy Kenzo with the rest of his peers in Uganda, you will again realize that the difference is very big. Like I noted earlier, Eddy Kenzo has over the years achieved so many things. He has won almost everything. And one time, I remember I told someone that I will never be surprised if Eddy Kenzo won a Grammy. Not because, again, he's very talented, but because Eddy Kenzo is a surprise himself. He's a mystery that very few people will ever understand. His achievements mean that, one, you can do anything. Regardless of where you come from or what you do, you can accomplish as much as you dream. Like he always says, and his friend Boban also says, from the ghetto to the bank, from the ghetto to parliament, and from the ghetto to the world. Eddy Kenzo is that artist who has come from very far to the world. Like I said, from Massacre to the world. His achievements inspire so many kids out there, inspire people younger than him, inspire people older than him. Everyone thinks they can achieve as much thanks to what Eddy Kenzo has achieved. Celebrate! Eddy Kenzo's winning formula. 1. I don't stay with Eddy Kenzo. 2. I've taken some years without speaking with Eddy Kenzo. But I have a few facts about what makes Eddy Kenzo different. But first, Eddy Kenzo's winning formula is him branding himself as a different artist. So the first time I had a chat with Eddy Kenzo was around 2009, 2010. He had a song, Yanimba, with Mick Wine, younger brother to Bobby Wine, Honorable. When we talked, he told me he had so many things he needed to accomplish in life. But he said he needed as much support as possible from everyone available. After talking to him in 2010, I took a year without speaking to him. I met him again in 2011 around August. High People had organized an event in South Africa with our partners in South Africa. So we wanted a Ugandan artist who would perform there. At that time, Eddy Kenzo had a song titled Stamina, which was the biggest song then. So when we met on a business arrangement. He agreed to perform in South Africa. We paid him his money and he left for South Africa. He went to South Africa and performed at, if I remember very well, 4 concerts. On coming back, he said he had learned so many things while in South Africa, and from whatever he had learned, he would make sure he becomes a much better star. Truth be told, after me paying him the money with my partners, I never got a chance to meet him again. I've never talked to him to date, but at least I've been following him. From the information I gather, what he told me when he returned is what he has been doing over time. He has made himself very different and very hardworking. Minus hard work, the other factor that has made Eddy Kenzo a better artist than most of his peers is creativity. Like you may know, may not know, world over, arts are promoted by creativity. The more creative you are, the more successful you will become. And the reverse is true. Now, Eddy Kenzo as an artist is super creative. Creativity is needed in filming, creativity is needed in singing, in dancing, drama, comedy, among others. Now, Eddy Kenzo is one artist who has a balance of singing and dancing and drama. In most of his songs, all his biggest songs, there is a mixture of music, dance, and drama. Look at City Loss, for example. There is good music, the beats are good. Diggy Bauer did a good job on the beats. But again, when you look at the video, Triplets, Ghetto Kids came with dance and drama. So Eddy Kenzo merges music, dance, and drama into one song. So you'll find one song of Eddy Kenzo that has a full package of music, dance, and drama. That makes him a better artist because those that might not like the beats Those that may not like his voice will like the dance. Some will like the drama, while some of us sometimes like the voice. For example, in a song like Imbiro Mbiro, we like the voice. I like the voice. Others might like the drama in it, or others might like the dance in it. So it gives you a variety of options from which you can choose one or two. Unlike some artists who are very good musically. Someone releases a very good song, but when the video is boring. Now, if you don't like the song, you never watch the video. Eddy Kenzo never lets that happen. He just says, if someone doesn't like my song, they should like my video, because I will put good dancers, I will get some comedians to do some acting in the video. So at the end, he gives you a cocktail of a performance from where to choose what you want and what you don't want. Now that is, in my opinion, that is the most important factor in Eddy Kenzo's music, creativity. The third reason for Eddy Kenzo's super success is luck. You can never undermine luck in the success of Eddy Kenzo. But of course, like they say, luck usually favors those that are prepared. So my ratings for Eddy Kenzo are very obvious and very clear. I believe, and I know it is a fact, that Eddy Kenzo might not be the most talented or biggest artist in Uganda, but is the most marketable Ugandan artist outside Uganda currently.
Shining brighter. A star shining brighter, far away from its motherland, upholding with the pride, yet the beauty its origin emits. His music, his dance, talent that grips the senses, lighting beyond the streets he knew. International awards flowed his doorsteps. Yanimba, stamina, Sitialus. Saluted by the president too. Indeed, Uganda's best international music export, Eddy Samusuza, aka Eddy Kenzo.